Hello again, welcome to another edition of Einstein Builds. In this video, volume 5, I am building the side window seal tracks for the two-door wagon build on my 454 tubbed 70 Chevelle wagon. Hey, a lot of work goes into making these videos, so please follow my channel. Alright, please refer to the previous video, volume 1 through 4, to get caught up as to where we are at this point in the build. So far, the new quarter window section is in. The drip rail filler panels are fit in, but now I'm going to remove pieces, clean them up, and weld them in place to continue fitting more pieces. Before removing the roof drip rail piece, I had to make sure that I had it screwed in and marked so that I could easily put it back where it had to go. You can see I had wood shims and screws to get the angle correct for the weather stripping and the gaps just right. So I removed it and made a box that it would fit in, and I lined it with plastic. I covered it in hydrochloric acid, and covered it for a few hours to completely remove all the rust inside and out. Then I rinsed it off and soaked it in OSPO, which is phosphoric acid. Then I primed it in metal etching primer, and this was to protect all the surfaces that wouldn't be able to get to once it's welded in place. I put this aside and worked on roughing in the old door space. I marked and cut the door skin off close to the size it would need to fill in the area where the door was. Of course, the door handle will get removed and filled after. It's actually easier to maneuver around with the door handle on it for now. With the drip rail pieces finished, I installed the front and top drip rails for good. I tacked the pillar filler panel in, then roughed out the new B-pillars drip rail, but I can't nail this down until I fit the door skin filler panel. Now that the inner quarter window structure is firmly in place, described in the earlier video, I can remove the outer green quarter panel skin. To get the profile of the door skin to match the door jamb, I needed to create a door jamb filler, keeping about 3/16 of an inch gap to the door. Again, I made a cardboard template to match the profile of the inner door jamb, then traced the door skin profile on the other side and transferred that to a sheet of steel and plasma cut that out. I used self-tapping screws to hold it to the jamb and worked it to get the 3/16 gap to the front door skin edge. Then, with the door closed, I could grind back the profile to match the correct offset of the filler panel from the old rear door so that it would match right up to the door skin while having the correct gap. Now to fit the rest. I needed to ensure locations of everything, so I installed the back weather stripping track onto the pillar filler panel and put the rest of the tracks in with the weather stripping, starting from the front weather stripping track. Then, when you get to the corner, you have to make the weather stripping track Chevelle coupe corner work. To get the door's vent window to clear this corner piece, I removed the black plastic web from it. Now the A-pillar and drip edge weather stripping tracks can lock together. Now the weather stripping track from down the new B-pillar. Everything was spaced and angled correctly for the window to seal. this is the weather stripping installed. Everything is fitting real good. A lot of people don't know that when you chop roofs or do mods like this, you really have to design the changes that you're going to make around how the windows are going to function, how you're going to make them seal, and how they're going to go up and down, and more importantly, the windows themselves, so that you can minimize the amount of custom glass you have to do, because getting into curved custom glass and tempered glass at that is a very big ordeal. You can't cut tempered glass. You can cut windshields because it's a laminate, but side and rear windows are tempered, and you have to make them before you temper them. Alright, stay tuned. And now for the leftover part of the day. This is a 70 to 72 passenger side Chevelle cowl section. I'm not going to be using it, so message me if anyone needs this part. Either in part, I could cut it out, or all of it. This was some of the leftover pieces from this build. Alright, more to come. Keep on rocking it.